Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, February 13th, which means tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I'm going to be doing a separate video on that, how I prepare, how I put the gifts together, how we celebrate it, all that good stuff. You know, we share with you every event, every occasion, every holiday, because we celebrate them all. We go full force. So I always share those with you. So if you want to go back and look at past years, what we did, that would be great. If you just want to wait for me to upload the one that we'll be doing tomorrow, that's great too, or all of the above. Anyway, today I just want to come on here and I have no makeup on because today I just dedicated it to cleaning and reorganizing and just vamping and modeling my house. I've been wanting to do it. It's just been stuff that has been accumulating, and so much has happened between the birth of my granddaughter and then Christmas and then my birthday and then us getting sick a few times in between and time just flying by that I really haven't had a chance to stay at home and just take care of it. It's just been going. So I finally today I said, that's it. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to get a head start. I'm going to get going because there was so much to do. And in fact, I still got one more room to do, which is my son. I got to redo his sheets, his blankets, pillowcases, get in there and vacuum and clean his carpet and rearrange a few things. I'm probably not going to do it all tonight, but I'm going to at least do his blankets and stuff. He's been having really bad allergies. And we kind of figured out that they've been really going off the chart because I had bought this Airwick it's a plug-in that makes your room smell fresh and clean, but I had bought the Airwick kind and I should have known. Airwick to me is too strong. It like just covers up smells and it really doesn't purify, really doesn't give you a natural clean smell. And I didn't see the one that I really like, which I'm not for sure. I can't remember if it's the Febreze one that I get or a Snuggle one. But I know that those two are the ones that I would choose over Airwick. And then that day I hit my nose in the shelf of the store and I thought I was going to pass out. I was in so much pain. My head just throbbed that whole day. So I was really worried. So I just wanted to get one and get in their rooms. My daughter likes to keep one in her room too because they both have dogs. So other than making sure the room is always clean and organized, we always like to have a good smell to it. And I said, okay, that's the only one I could really concentrate on right now, so we'll just buy that one and see how it works. The smell was horribly strong. It didn't smell horrible, but it was so strong, and I immediately knew I didn't like what I had chosen. But it's what I had in the moment, so we went and tried it, and I just threw my son's allergies off through the roof, off the chart. And at first we didn't relate it to that because by the next day we kind of got over the smell a little bit, but he just went crazy. Both my kids have asthma and he has allergies super bad. He used to get shots once a week for 3 years. And then you take it for a maximum of 4. But by the 3rd year, he started getting really better, and they try to get you off as soon as possible. I think it's kind of not good it has its effects. But he would just fill up bags and bags of tissues, and I was going through toilet paper and tissues, and I was buying packages of Kleenex, and it just wasn't enough. And he was taking his prescription allergy medication. It wasn't helping. And then he's like, you know what, Mom? I took like a sniff, like all of a sudden I like breathe in and I realized that it could be that Airwick thing. And I said, go ahead, take it out. I didn't like it from the beginning. I should have went with my instincts. As soon as he took it out, it calmed down. His allergies calmed down. So that was that poor thing. So I'll really make sure he gets a really purified, natural, clean scent one and not that. So yeah, so that's another thing we're working on in his room. I don't think we'll be changing his room around because we just changed it a few months ago and I think he likes it where it is. But we do need to get in there and do what you call, even though it's not quite spring yet, but do that spring cleaning, like instead of just a normal wipe down, a normal just changing of everything, we're really gonna get in there and make sure that everything's really purified for him. That's something that also helps his allergies. So I'm gonna probably, if I don't get to it tonight, I'm definitely gonna get to his room tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. I was gonna say no because it's Valentine's Day, but my husband has to go to work, so we really won't be doing anything until the afternoon anyway. So maybe I can get in there while everybody's, you know, well, my daughter doesn't have school. She has a 4-day weekend actually off. So yeah, so me and her can attack it. And then by the time the afternoon comes, we could be showered and dressed up and ready to celebrate all together Valentine's Day. So I'll figure it out. But today, like I said, I got up early and I wanted to attack the living room and the dining room. And I still haven't bought the new furniture that I wanted. As I explained in earlier videos, I'm getting ready to order new chairs for my dining room set. I didn't really want to get a whole new set because the table's from a dear friend that passed away, and the table's really nice, so we wanted to keep that memory. But my chairs, a few of them have broken, and so I need to get all new chairs, so I'm working on that. Plus, I want to get new couch furniture, like 2 new couches, and probably a new entertainment thing for my TV and VCR and DVD players and all of that. Yes, we still have a VCR because we started collecting, as you can see behind me, in VHS. And so we need to have a VCR, so we have 2. One is okay, one really works, so we have to conserve it and take care of it because they don't sell them anymore. You might can find some refurbished ones on Amazon, so thank God for that. But yeah. So I wanted to attack that today, and I did, so that's why I have no makeup on, because once I was done, I was really tired. Then I started cooking dinner, and then I rested after I got dinner, and I ate some dinner because I hadn't eaten anything all day. I just sat on the couch and wanted to take a breather. Then once my husband got his dinner, he said, you know, why don't you just take a shower and just chill, relax, you deserve it. This is a lot of work. And I said, yeah, you know, right. He wanted to watch a couple of his shows. I said, while you're doing that, I'm going to go and take a shower. So I did. And there was no need for makeup because it's nighttime. In a few hours, I'll be going to bed. So this is just natural. I'll just put on some comfy clothes. So I want to show you what I changed. If I'll stick some pictures in if I can find them in this clip somewhere. So I'll show you some before and I'll show you the after photos. So let me do the before right now. So here we go. Okay, so if you're looking from our kitchen, this is what you see. So these are the changes that we made. That stereo with the TV was right under there, under our fan or air conditioner, whatever you want to call it, vent, whatever. It used to be under there. And we would always switch it from there or here. There or here, because our cable is connected to this corner. We thought that the cable cord wasn't long enough to switch it any further than here. But we finally went behind there. We unplugged everything. We untangled every connection and reconnected it, and we realized that we were able to take it even further. And I always wanted it over here, and it's never been over there. And so I was so happy that we could change it to something completely different. The only thing we couldn't bring over here was the internet, but we don't really need the internet over there. There's a blue cord that we used to use to be able to connect to the internet, like to watch Netflix and stuff, but I actually have the Comcast square thing that goes in the back of the TV where it allows me to watch the internet and all of that stuff. So I really didn't need it. But if I do need it, I'm going to go ahead and buy an extra blue, really long cord just in case I'll need it for some strange reason. But so the internet is over there. You can see the box sticking up. So that stayed there because it was a short cord. And then everything else could go over here. That video shelf was over here where the antique desk and our parents' altar, place where we pray to them and we honor them. We decorated for each holiday, each anniversary, each special time. Like we just did my mom's death anniversary, which was Sunday, February 9th. So I was going to do a separate video about that, but I might just insert a clip in this video somewhere so it doesn't become too long. But we had cleaned it off, we organized, we had a ton of Day of the Dead stuff. So now I just put a new candle, candy, some new flowers, those red flowers. I'm going to actually take the purple and yellow down tonight. I stuck those red flowers in, but they weren't supposed to go in yet because they're for tomorrow for Valentine's Day. But I got to cut the stems down, take the purple and the yellow out. And now tonight I'll be decorating her altar for Valentine's Day. But this was for her death anniversary. The pictures of our parents, the cross that's homemade from the Holy Land. They come to our church and sell their stuff, candles, candy, all that good stuff. So now it's here with our autism group picture and our Last Supper. So yeah, so this is where the video and DVD collection used to be. Now we have it there, and I really love this better here. We had the video DVD shelf a long time in this corner. We hadn't switched it in so long, so I was so ready, and this looks so much better. And then I like it over there next to the TV and the VCR and the DVD player, because when I go to change a movie, it's right next to it. I used to have it over here, the TV and stuff. I used to have to come all the way over here to get a movie, and it was kind of like, now it's so convenient, and it looks so good together like that because it matches TV, DVDs, VCR with your movie collection and our board game collection on top. So yeah, so it's just right next to it, so I could just pick really easy and switch back and forth. So yeah, so we changed that. The center table is in the middle as always. Our recliner is in the same spot as well, except it's turned around completely the opposite way. It used to be facing, which would be me. So yeah, so that still stays the same, except like I said, this is turned the opposite way. And then over there, we had a little space, so we were able to stick our fold-out tables. And we have our end table here by a couch. I always like to have an end table by at least one of the couches. We have our lamp and some family pictures. My laptop is there. And I could just always use it whenever I want. I don't have any space for it in my room, which I would love to keep my laptop in my room. But I don't have something to put it on, and I don't want a funky fold-out table, so this was just the best spot for me. And then I kind of rearranged some pictures. I added some up there, rearranged these right here, and stuff like that. And so then we put this couch here. I am so dying to get rid of this couch. Part of me hates to get rid of it because it's a couch bed, and so when we have guests, we have a place for them to sleep and stay. So until I find another one, I'm trying to hang onto it for dear life. But the couch has had its day. It's really wearing down. There's really no hose or anything, and I know that looks wide there because the pillows or the cushions are really wearing down. It just totally see how the where you sit on the cushions are really wearing down. They kind of look warped a little. We had to put a blanket in between to just keep it plumped a little bit. But this couch has had its day. Like I said, there's no tears, no thing like that. It's just really worn. And so the cushions are no longer plumped. They're no longer cushiony. They're really had its day. But like I said, I hold on to it for dear life because of it being a couch bed. And when we have guests, we have a place for them to sleep. But I'm just going to replace it with another one. But I want matching couches. So yeah, so this is what we got for now. Once I get those, you will be the first to know, because I know I've been talking about wanting to get these things. I was just trying to get through the holidays, the birthdays, my granddaughter's birth. I was just trying to get through a lot of things to where I could have a break and really get to order it now. It's not a good time either because I have the Autism March coming up, and it takes a lot of time to put it together, and I only got a month and a half to do it. And I've done it in a month and a half time for the last 2 years, but I don't like it because it's so much more pressure when I should give it 3 months time, because 3 months is where I can take my time and things could go at a nice flexible pace. But whenever I have to do it in a month and a half time, I mean, we get it done because it's my labor of love, but it's really, 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 really scarce. But it all comes together, thank God. So yeah, so definitely now is not the time either, because like I said, Autism March takes not only a lot of time, but it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of money. So I'm going to have to wait to after April 2nd, which is World Autism Awareness Day. And you're going to be hearing me talk a lot about that. And then I'll have a break, to really focus on the furniture. So yeah, so that's my other window. I closed the curtains because it's nighttime. I kept my end table there with the lamp. I just added a few more pictures. We have our internet here, a couple of journals that I have here with the church light. And then we put this couch over here. This couch is having its day too. This couch used to be over here where the TV and stereo is. And now it's over here. So yeah, so this couch was given to me by a friend. Every time I would go over there, I would say, God, this couch is the most comfortable thing. As soon as you sit down, it makes you just want to sleep. But it's had its day as well. So we really need to get rid of it. It's not a couch bed, so it wouldn't really hurt me to get rid of it. It's the other one that it has its advantages. So I can't wait till I get my new set of couches. Not only will they be nicer and comfortable, but they'll be matching because I love matching furniture and I don't have that now, and it's really getting to me. So, and our pictures have stayed the same since our last move. This is where we moved the pictures to, and we kept it there because it's just the perfect spot for them. And like I said, there's a kitchen. That's where I was standing from the beginning of recording the video, and you can see the antique desk and the altar for our parents there as well. We just cleaned every nick and cranny of every piece of furniture. That's what we call our spring cleaning. We wipe down every day and we clean and organize every day, but there's those spring cleaning types where you get on your knees and you scrub and you get every little nick and cranny and corner that you normally don't get. You just do a basic wipe. This one you get to the nitty gritty. That's what we did, from the floor to the furniture to the walls, everything. So yeah, so that's the altar, and here's the couch. I have my jacket and my purse because in a little while I'm going to go to the store and get some last minute Valentine's Day stuff. Just waiting on my daughter. She went to take some pictures of my granddaughter. And this is the dining room. We got rid of a lot of stuff. And we also put a lot of stuff in the shed, but there's still more to do. We kept my husband's computer in the same place. He's got it a little unorganized, but I'm gonna let him handle that because I don't wanna lose anything. He knows where his stuff is. We put our table here. Remember, it used to be right there. So now we put it over here, kind of by the counter bar there. We haven't changed the table covering because this is our general table covering when there's no specific holiday. Tomorrow it'll be covered with the Valentine's Day table cover, and it'll have red and stuff like that. So for tonight, we're not changing it, but when I do my Valentine's Day video, you'll see me changing all of that. This is where I'm gonna put everybody's gift bag, and any decorations that I have is gonna be on this table. So we put it right under here, because we have chairs over there, but they're not the chairs to this table. And so because we don't have the correct chairs, nobody sits on that side. So it's just pretty much right here. These are just some fold out emergency chairs that we put there just in case, you know, my daughter and her husband come over, we have to eat together. But like I said, I really need to get new dining room chairs, and I cannot wait. And we put our long furniture here. This is where we keep my kids' graduation diplomas. It's their high school diplomas. My daughter, this one right here, she will be graduating in May in a couple of months from college. She did 4 years of college. So she'll have another diploma and another picture. But these are all their high school diplomas and their senior high school pictures. And in the back were just my fans from my wedding. They were my wedding, what do you call it? Not tokens. Oh my God, what's the word? I forgot. But they were for my wedding. They had the wedding program, people who was in the wedding, you know, everything about us and our wedding day. So we didn't want to get rid of them. They're really good fans. So when you're hot, you just take a fan and fan yourself. If we're going to go somewhere on a hot summer day, which summer will be coming before you know it, we could go outside and fan ourselves. So we're going to keep them until they completely fall apart. There was an I love you balloon that somebody put. I think that actually is going to go on my mother's altar when I decorate it. I'm like, where did that balloon come from? And over here, we just... So yeah, so I'm going to add some clips of what we did for my mother's death anniversary. It's been 22 years. I still miss her dearly. It's that day. Every day is a tough day without her. But like I mentioned in a clip that I'm going to add, her death anniversary and Mother's Day are probably the hardest. And this year I wasn't able to get to the grave because my husband was really ill. So, you know, we always make sure we do good on that altar by putting new flowers, new decorations, stuff like that. Tonight we're going to change it to Valentine's Day stuff. But I'm going to add a little clip to show you how I felt and what I did for her death anniversary. So you'll see that. You'll also see... some after pictures, as well as this video of how I changed the living room. And also, oh my God, I can't believe that I forgot to tell you about this. And I'm gonna add the video clips of that. We got a surprise visit yesterday. My nephew, Jeremy, was supposed to come see us. He had just gotten off of his vacation from Disneyland. Actually, he went to Disney World. But yeah, so he said on his way back home, he was going to come through and meet my granddaughter, which is his cousin, Isabella. So we were so excited. So with everything going on, kind of that morning, I kind of forgot. And my daughter sent me a text saying, you know, don't forget, Jeremy will be here at noon. So I jumped up and I just, you know, got things together. And I said, oh my God, the last time I talked to him, I promised him that I would make him some Puerto Rican rice, a batch, a pot, all for himself so he could take back to the Bay Area and eat more at night or the next day. So I hurried up, got up, started making the Puerto Rican rice. And then I got showered, we got ready. So we went over there. So when I walked in the door, my daughter, has the video camera on me. And she said, I just want to record you when you see Jeremy. And I'm like, but I know he's here. Usually when he surprises me and I don't know he's coming, that's when she does the video camera. So, but when I know he's coming, she doesn't do that. So it was kind of weird, but I didn't think too much into it. So it was at her house. So when I went around, you walk in the door, it's the dining room, and you go into the family room. So when I walked in to go in and kiss him and hug him, there was another guest there that shocked the heck out of me. And it was my brother Juan. So yeah, I can count on one hand the time he's come back to where we are. He lives in the Bay Area. He came back once after my mother passed away 22 years ago. And I think somebody's at the door. He came back for my daughter's graduation, from our high school graduation, which was 12 years ago, and that was the last time he came. And we only live 3 hours away from each other, 2.5, 3 hours away from each other. But he just retired, so that might be one reason why he was able to come. I mean, he just retired just this past December. I mean, there's always no excuse. It's only a 2.5, 3 hour drive, so I always thought, you know, you only do what you really want to do. You don't make the time because you don't make the time. So that's how I always felt about it, because I'm always going to the Bay Area, always, always, not only to see my mother's grave, but to go to certain events over there, like the Puerto Rican Festival, to visit them, you know, not him necessarily. I've seen him through the years. But, you know, I never felt like he was there or he really wanted us to come. You know, it never felt really welcomed. And so this is kind of the situation that I have with my family. There's family members I don't talk to that I've taken out of my life. There's some that I'm cordial with and we have a communication, but that's as far as it go. And some of them that I'm really close to still. So he was one of the ones that I loved and I wished him well, but it was no big thing if we maintained a relationship. Everything I did for my nephew, you know, just for him. So, you know, I kept it cordial. But lately he's been really reaching out to me and I've been just like, okay, he like, Merry Christmas, you know, Happy Thanksgiving, love you too, bye. You know, I never called. He always reached out to me and he was reaching out like every holiday. He texted me for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for my birthday. He was like really making the effort. And last year when I went there, he met us at the restaurant, which I was shocked, like the last 2 times in the last few years. But this past year, especially the last few months, I've noticed like a shift in him. I don't know if because he's getting older or because his health has declined a little bit. And that just made him think, wow, you know, life is so fast and life is so short. And we never know how long we have here on earth. And maybe I need to make more of an effort, but I've noticed it. And I kind of just kept a guard up because, you know, I don't want to go through it again. I'm not willing to keep forgiving and forgiving and forgiving. So I'm just keeping this, you know, just a careful eye. And like I said, I would do it for my nephew. But I noticed that. And when I saw him there, I took like a big scream because I was just shocked. Shocked that he came, shocked that he made the effort to meet my granddaughter, to do this for my kids, to come see me, just to be with us. It was just something he's never done, except 22 years ago when my mom died and 12 years ago when my daughter graduated. And it was just shocking. And it was just more of a confirmation that he has really changed. I mean, it's still so much more yet to see. how it goes, but I did notice that he was really trying to make an effort and reach out. So I just kept saying, we'll see, we'll see. And that was just like a big step on his part. And I really appreciate it. I mean, he came to see all of us, but especially to meet my granddaughter. And the fact that he made my daughter very happy and my kids got to see him, they were happy. And he got to meet my granddaughter. When you do for my kids, even if you're not there for me, but you love and respect and you do things to show love to my children, that means the world to me. And so, like I said, there's still much more to see, you know, to play it by ear. But that was a huge, huge, huge step. And I loved him for it. I appreciated him for it. We had a fun, happy, happy day. And I'll add those clips so you can see our visit with each other. It'll be a few pictures and it'll be a few video clips. And so I'll show you all about that surprise, wonderful, wonderful visit. So yeah, so the next video I upload will be about our Valentine's Day, how we put it together, how we celebrate it. But I just wanted to kind of to share with you our new change of living room and dining room. I do this every few months, so I have other videos on how I've done it in previous times, so you can see those. But each time I do it, I just share with you what I decide to change, how I changed it, the difference between before and after. Like I said, the big bang is going to be when I get the new furniture. That's going to be the big one. So yeah, but in the meantime, this is what I got and I love it and I'm happy. And I just wanted to share that with you. Like I said, I'm going to add clips and pictures of what I did for my mom's death anniversary, which was this past Sunday, and our surprise visit with my brother and my nephew. So look forward to all those pictures and video clips. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because that gives you a heads up on every video that I upload. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So we'll see each other on the next one, which will be Valentine's Day. So yeah, so see you in the next video. Take care. Channel. Today is Sunday, February 9th. It is my mom's 22nd death anniversary. This day gets really tough for me. Every day is really tough. And even though it's been 22 years, it doesn't get easier. You get strong enough to go on, but it definitely has its moments. And I think out of all the holidays, this one and Mother's Day is probably the hardest because this is a reminder that she left this day. And Mother's Day, of course, because she's my mom, I don't have her here to say Happy Mother's Day or to celebrate with her like mother and daughter should. So those 2 days get the toughest. I usually get like a quiet kind of reaction, like I just get quiet. So last night I was doing some dedications to her on my Facebook and Instagram. And it was kind of perfect because everybody was asleep. So I kind of had my own space to reminisce, to go through photos and videos and see memories of us together and the kids and, you know, just remember her and everything she was to me and meant to me and everything she did for me. And it was bittersweet because some things made me laugh, some things made me smile, and some things really made me cry. And I was really trying not to let my husband hear me cry because he's been really, really sick. And he was finally sleeping and resting, and I didn't want my crying to disturb him, so I was trying to be really quiet about it, but yet still letting myself feel those emotions. So yeah, and I found a lot of new songs that meant, that said exactly what she meant to me. So that was really good to see. I was kind of finding them by accident, and so I just kept, uploading them to Facebook and Instagram, kind of just dedicating them, finding pictures and videos like I pretty much do every year. So yeah, so I was glad to have that moment with her. And today, if I stay home, and I usually, it gets really sad and numbing for me. And I had been in the house for days because my husband's been sick. This is his third time in 3 months. So he had blood work done and x-rays done. So we're waiting to see those results possibly tomorrow or Tuesday. Hopefully everything is good. But yeah, he wanted me to kind of get out of the house. You know how hard this day is for me, and we haven't been able to see our granddaughter. So he said, stop by, see her. You know, we miss her, and you can FaceTime me and all that stuff. So we went to Dollar Tree, and we got some stuff for her altar, because the last time I decorated her altar was in November, which is Day of the Dead. And so I wanted to just clean it off and reorganize it for today. I wanted to get her a special candle, some different flowers, just rearrange it. And then I also got some stuff for her for Valentine's Day. So next Friday, I'll take this stuff down and put that stuff up, and so on and so forth. And so we did that. We got stuff for her altar. We also got the Valentine's stuff that we needed. We need a couple of more things. Then we went by my daughter's house, spent some time with my granddaughter, got to hold her and kiss her and just be with her. We watched a movie together, which was very distracting for me. And then we even started to watch the Oscars together. And then I'm like, I gotta go. I still have one more store to go to, and I want to be with your dad and make sure he's okay. So we went to Walmart. We just picked up a few more Valentine's Day stuff. We picked up some milk. We needed some milk, some salt. My husband needed some antifreeze, so stuff like that. So we did that and came home, and my husband was just resting here on the recliner watching TV. The coughing wasn't too bad, but he said, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna rest, because his plan is to go to work tomorrow. I don't know how, but he loves to work, and so, you know, he'll go for it. I just hope everything's good. It's the coughing that's really, really getting to him. They think it's a possibility he might have asthma. So they gave him an inhaler and antibiotics. And so I was kind of bummed. I mean, I love taking care of my husband, and it's not his fault at all. And I know my place was to stay here and be with him. I was just kind of bummed, you know, at any time when I can't go to the grave when I normally go. This is one of those days that I normally go. And I wasn't able to go because he was sick, and I know my mom would understand, and she knows that I would have to be here with him, because that's where I would want to be, and I want to take care of him. It just would be too hard. So on the days that I can't go like that, that's why I love that we have this altar, because it's another step that I can do that's close to being at the grave. So yeah. So I came home and we just talked for a little bit, and then he took a shower, went to bed, and so I finished watching the Oscars, and then I was watching some of my shows that I had recorded, and I came home and I did the altar. So I'm going to show you what the altar looks like. What else? I'm trying to think of what else. That's pretty much it. So the next thing we're going to be focusing on is Valentine's Day, and I'll take you along for that ride. But I want to show you what the altar looks like. So this is the altar with the light off. This is the front entrance. If you come through this door, this is our front door. We have the Virgin of Guadalupe right there. We have this antique desk that we made for her altar. So yeah, I cleaned all that off. I took all the old decorations off. I cleaned all the frames, the space, and so I kind of rearranged the pictures. Pretty much it's our parents up here, my husband's parents, my parents. We have an extra picture of our cousins. This is my cousin and his son. They died a month apart in 2014. This picture was given to me, and the reason for it is because they were at my daughter's quinceañera here in our town. So they came from 3 hours away to be with my daughter. So it was a special time. So I make sure that that picture's up there just to kind of honor and remember them. But I try not to focus too hard. You know, it's a really difficult situation of the story behind this part of my family. And so I don't really want to engage in it, but you know, it wasn't nothing that they directly did, but it's just a remembrance of a part of a family that I don't really want to remember or ever know about again. But, you know, it's hard to explain. I would have to go into details, and I really don't want to. But we just make sure that that picture is up there, because that's the last time we were really together where I am, and not their house. It was a special day for my daughter. So we put that picture up there to just honor them. But mainly the altar is for my parents and my husband's parents. That's my mom right there. That's the very first picture after she passed away. It says mommy, me, hearts. That's me and my dad, which passed away 3 years before my mom in 95. That's me and my daughter, who is 30 years old and now is the one that had my granddaughter Isabella. And that's my dad. And yeah, that's my mom. And that's my husband's parents, who have also passed away, of course. So I got her this candle. I took her old candle down, which was almost done. I like to give her St. Anthony candle, which is her favorite saint, but they didn't have it. So this is her other one. She always talked about the guardian angel, and it has it in Spanish, Ángel de la Guardia, up top. And it was purple, so I was kind of going for a purple and yellow theme. I thought I would do all yellow, but I started seeing the purple, and I thought I'm going to do a purple theme. So I got a little this purple candle was supposed to be in this dish, but I took it out and I used it to put some candy because my mom really loved candy, and Valentine's Day is coming up, so I put that. And then this is how it was supposed to be. I didn't like this candle up because it's pretty much more for decorations, or if I absolutely have to use it. This was the main one because it's the guardian angel. And then a cross that my daughter got her. This is made in Jerusalem, and they come down from Jerusalem and they sell these. They're handmade, just beautiful. My daughter got that for her grandma. And then we got a new vase for her, which is like a purple vase. And then we got purple flowers with the yellow in the middle, yellow representing peace. And purple's my favorite color. My mother loved pink, which is also another one of my favorite colors. I love pink and purple. But I was feeling purple for some reason. I was feeling purple for her. And so that was it. Sorry. It's pretty basic, but I just wiped everything down, the frames down, the whole table piece down, everything down, and reorganized it. This picture was kind of in the middle, and that one was over there. So I just kind of wanted to rearrange it. I wanted it to be very simple, but very beautiful, meaningful. So that's what I came up with. This is a picture of our Autism March 2 years ago. So I thought it would be nice to have it close to them. But what I really want to do is add some shelves here to add more pictures or mementos. And then, of course, the Last Supper is up there. So yeah, that's what it looks like with the light off. And if we put the light on, it just looks like that. So yeah, so I have plans to revamp the altar. I have ideas in my head, like I said, shelves being one of them, and stuff like that. You know, maybe some holy water, a fountain. I also want to do a fountain in the yard. I want to do a recreation maybe of my mother's grave. So when there's times I can't get to her grave, I have something here. And maybe the fountain on the ground, it would include some clothing of hers or something of hers where she actually would be with us, just kind of like the grave. So I just got a lot of ideas in my head, but we'll see. The next time we're going to decorate this will be Valentine's Day. I already got her red flowers, red candles, red candy, you know, stuff like that. So I'll show you how that ends up, but that's what we got for now. So just rest in peace, Mom. I love you. I miss you. And I wish I could have went to the grave, but you know more than anybody. I couldn't, but I hope that this means a lot to you as well. So yeah, so it's very simple, but very beautiful and very meaningful.
Hello. I'm trying to get a video of you guys seeing Jeremy. He's in the living room holding the baby.
Look at Puerto Rican rice.
Ooh.
That's for Jeremy to take them.
Okay.
Cranberry food for, I guess I'll enjoy it.
Surprise! He came to surprise the baby and you too.
God, what a surprise! Oh, I love you. I was like, what's she screaming at? Oh my God.
Look at she's still asleep.
What a surprise! Oh my God.
I'm surprised.
I should have known you were up to something.
I'm surprised that Spring did come without the baby.
Oh my God.
She's a hard sleeper like me, so.
I haven't been over here ever.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Oh, my boy.
Oh
Boy, you got big.
surprise.
He's getting tall. He's like almost tall as you.
God, what a surprise.
I like how like Mina likes his coordinated colors. Like
That's a nice surprise. Got yellow.
I know you should have seen my reaction. I wish Jeremy had it recorded because I was like,
know Uncle Juan was coming?
no, I didn't know.
We were all surprised.
He's like, Luca's here. Because when I looked at him, I just saw him when I looked out the window.
This is Isabella. You just all knocked out with Jeremy, huh? Look at those
Oh my god, she's the only baby that I've seen where you can be like loud around her and she won't wake up.
She has my sleeping habit.
I wish
I
my
think.
kids were like that.
She could have me and Drill sleeping habit because we sleep kind of hard.
backwards. Huh, Princess Isabella? She's like all knocked out in your arms.
Oh, you should see what Jeremy got her.
I brought some Puerto Rican rice because I
No,
promised
I was
Jeremy
looking
the
at
next
it, like,
time I
why is it
make his
gray?
own pot to take with him to the Bay Area. Oh,
Shake it.
Shake.
oh, it's a rattle. Oh my god, that is so cute. How sweet.
They made it. It doesn't. You don't buy it like that.
What?
They make it? What do you
Yeah.
mean they make it?
It's like a Build-A-Bear thing.
But hypoallergenic.
Oh, that is
And they tagged it and everything.
Huh.
that is so
It's like I got the first
cool.
version of this toy.
Like no one can copy it.
Isabella! Did you see Isabella? She's like, I am sleeping good.
See?
Yeah, because I told her, I said, next time you come down to Ukiah, Jeremy, I'm going to make your own pot of Puerto Rican rice, and you can take it with you to the Bay Area. So I put it over there in a big old Tupperware thing. So cute. She just, that's the life right there. No worries, no bills, just sleep and eat. Sleep and eat. You love Isabella, Lexi?
Yeah, it's like holding. It's kind of like holding shadow.
Yeah.
Except this is more serious because baby is more serious to hold.
A perfect time. Like, okay, proposition,
all
Jeremy, while you're
comfy in you,
chilling and
Jen.
listening. So, my sister and I found, this is going to correlate to something with Disneyland. We found this person who does nails, and she's done by this professional person who's done, like, famous people. Also, while we're down there, maybe go to Disneyland.
The tickets went up.
Huh?
They went up like
That's
$200.
I know, it's like $200 a ticket.
that's messed up.
I know. What's up with that? Why did they,
Y'all better pull your strings.
Says it'll be ready by like 3:18, so maybe you can take him and by the
There's the bakery. Did you make that? Yeah. Very impressive. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Around before he arrived at the airport.
Yes, I thought it wrong to be concerned with affairs of state with our wedding just around the corner, and I'm determined to spend as much time together as we can over the next few days.
How smashing.
Everything okay?